Not you, Cheryl.
I was doing a Christmas walk.
Hey, everyone. Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho.
Yes, yes, yes.
So excited to be here with you for another Sports View brought to you by Women Love Sports too, and guys too, because we have Trust Good in the house. We're going to talk about who's naughty, who's nice in terms of these athletics right now. And we'll start off with our host, our team here, our crew today. I'm your girl, Kenesha Claus, bringing some good cheer. Introduce yourselves. What else is going on?
Oh, okay. Hey, everyone. It's so good to be back. We've been on a 2-week hiatus. I'm chiming in from the nation's capital as Tracy Hatchmas.
Okay, let's go to our other coast, all the way. The City of Angels, LA. We got our orange girl in the
Did she give herself a drum roll?
Is that like a prancer? What?
Is she feeling okay?
You need some sugar. Like what is that?
Well, thank you, Kenesha, for bringing me in like that. I appreciate that drum roll. Yes,
Okay.
It's your girl. It's your girl, Cheryl Green with the Biggie coming in all the way from LA. Ain't that something? Woo woo! I gotta tell
You
you,
made it.
Yeah, I made it, and then I gotta tell y'all who I seen, and I gotta tell y'all what's going on because it's like woo, but it's cold out here. Did y'all know it get cold in LA?
It gets cold at night. Yes. Yes.
Do you have a Christmas stole? What is
what's happening here? This is a long. Is it orange?
Oh, no. Holy night!
Oh my God.
Okay, let's go to our Packers fan.
We 2 minutes in and Marquez threw his hands up.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Hey guys, it's your boy TG, and you know it's been 2 long weeks, and Green Bay just keep on winning. And we number one of the NFC.
We'll be talking about that.
I'm just saying.
Just introduce yourself, sir.
Well, hey, it's TG. We will keep things good and go back. Go.
The way you do that cheese, it makes me uncomfortable. All right.
We don't have an HR person, so don't.
The cheese is having a Me Too moment with the gentle caress. It's
yes, that cheese hasn't got a little too little for your big head, Marquez.
We're putting you on the naughty list because of the.
There you go.
There it is.
Just when you thought it couldn't get worse. All righty. So as you can see, there's lots of holiday cheer, lots of highs and lows, and let's just get into it. So I guess maybe this is the place to start when we're talking about getting into it, getting through it. Will we get through COVID and this Omicron variant? How did we skip so many letters in the Greek alphabet anyway? But, are things going to be shut down? Are they going to keep going? Are they going to be a little bit different? Because what we're seeing and what we're hearing is it's impacting, all of these different sports that are still in play right now, from the NFL to the NBA to the NHL. The COVID factor, the struggle is real. And your take on it, because this really impacts your boy Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
Is Aaron Rodgers still on some Amway supplements saying that's gonna get him
he drinks juices and berries.
It's from the earth.
So it's all over the place. You want to start with the NBA?
Sure. Yeah. Let's start with the NBA.
NBA.
So yes, Kyrie is back.
Kyrie's back.
As long as he's not in New York or Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant is tired because Kyrie's not there, and Harden is something. Katie said my ankle hurt.
My neck and my back.
Exactly. I just saw Joe Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and Lance Stevenson have been signed to 10-day contracts. I'm like, what's up? I want to paint. what they talking? What are these numbers looking like?
Tracy, you said Isaiah Thomas, like the one that played back in the 80s?
No, ma'am.
I mean, it is a pandemic, but they didn't know. No. The former Celtic and Isaiah Thomas.
He was not cryogenically frozen and brought back to play now, to outlast Ray Allen's career. I want to talk about that too, though. But yeah,
it's, I don't know what you guys got. It's crazy. They're changing rules. They're it's just trying to get through this season.
We're not going to see a bubble, though. I don't think we're going to see the NBA bubble as of old. I just I don't think we're going to see that. The season started very hopeful, thinking there were going to be 82 games. You think that the NBA is going to make it to 82 games?
I think so. Based on what Adam Schiff said, that is his name, right?
Schefter, yes.
Thing start with an SCH.
You guys are friends. You call him Chef.
Yeah, he said they was not going to be canceling any games, but based on some research, and I know again I'm going to be fact checked. I ain't going to call nobody's name, but there are different variations of that COVID out there, and I heard we was in the Sierra Mist. This is why all those NBA players are coming up with this new, Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Go ahead.
Well, whatever Cheryl was talking about and whatever facts she was saying, okay, it's maybe true. But NBA got the G League bringing players in from a list, and I mean, this is an unfortunate time for stars. But if you're a G League player, if you're balling in the G League, time to step your game up and get you a starting position and get that big money. I'm just saying. But I mean, as the day Luka Doncic went out on the COVID list, I mean, it's scary. But being inside of sports, working in minor leagues, learning from all that area right there, we were fearing for the indoor sports coming into this season. Baseball, when we were in spring, like, it's warm, it's hot. But now we're mixing the flu, the common cold, and now we got this Megatron virus that's going around. I mean, I don't know what melee. I mean, I know DC area and New York is starting to do the vaccination card. You must show it to be allowed into restaurants and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can see we be going to a situation like the past, no fans. It might be unfortunate, but if you want to save a lot of people, don't have a lot of people around. And I mean, people that's not vaccinated, I know you got your opinion. You still might not want to, but this Megatron virus, I think it's a little bit worse than the normal. So if you haven't got vaccinated, at least get the vaccine. I mean, the booster, so on. They're going to make this thing an annual flu shot, but get something, stay protected. I mean, this thing is dangerous.
So you said the Megatron virus?
Well, whatever it's supposed to be called, they come up with names. I don't even know how they made the name for this because we don't even supposed to know about what's going on. But there you go. You got a name for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm tracking.
So I call it Megatron virus before they even came out with it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put that on the list because I was tracking Omicron, Delta, Sierra.
No, that's X-ray not in the Greek alphabet, unless they.
Yeah.
So he went Transformer on you, and that is.
Yeah, because I wasn't. I mean, but I knew Kanisha was gonna. I mean, Kanisha Claus is gonna come up with something. But which shot do you got to get for which one of those variants? That's my question.
It's going to be ever evolving. It's just like I think the flu, where different strains. Yeah, but
shot.
You need to get the shot and be on top of those boosters as well. But what's interesting is the protocols like that have been established already for Kyrie to come back. So once he clears quarantine, he could play the road games. He has to return at least 2 negative tests 24 hours apart before he can start the ramp up to play. Now, I could sign a 10-day contract and just keep, I think I could shine for 10 days. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm ready. Like Tevin Campbell, I am ready.
You sign them papers.
Right.
Them papers.
I'm giving all assists. Put me in.
Something. I high five you after your free throw.
Good
I
job.
can do that 10 days.
Good job.
Send me a check.
So is it that these athletes, is it that they have not gotten the shot, or is it that this is they're just catching it because it's another variant? I'm just a little bit confused.
So for the NBA, I think there are like 10 to maybe 15 players who are unvaccinated. And I think at this point, from the I'm not Dr. Fauci, but from the public health standpoint, at this point, it's a matter of the vaccination being the difference between becoming really, really ill, possibly having to be hospitalized, those kinds of things from the different strains of each iteration of this virus versus, you know, being vaccinated, maybe being positive, being asymptomatic, or not feeling so well. So I think from that standpoint, now it's a matter of protecting those who are unvaccinated from some very dire, circumstances and very dire health situations. So, there's that. I think, what I'm reading and hearing, this is a sports show, but what I'm reading and hearing is that we will probably be living with some type of COVID, for some type to come, just like the flu. Every year we're trying to get ahead of whatever the strain of the year is, and the vaccine doesn't necessarily stay aligned with it. But my question is, in the here and now, yeah, we can play these games, and the NBA, that schedule, they have a lot of games that happen during the week. But if we're talking about in the long haul, are we going to make it to February? Are we going to make it to the Super Bowl?
Of course.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I mean, it's scary, and we all talk about getting vaccinated, not vaccinated. Now with Kyrie, I think the law of the land for the NBA is if you made a rule, stick with it, make it be mandatory. You get vaccinated. He can't do it for one spot. He can't do it. He got to do it for all. Yeah. And I think he should set out. I mean, people should make their money. I understand he's a star player. I understand that. But when you put somebody's safety at risk, get the doggone shot, man. I mean, you're a grown man now. I mean, I know I have family members that still hasn't got vaccinated. I'm like, hey, get the shot. You got grandparents, you got older siblings or whatever. I mean, elderly. Think about them first now.
Well, he did. He did. Trust Goo. He took that bleach shot.
Oh, he took that the Rogers shot.
Vodka shots.
But anyways, I do think we might be fearful, not for like the pro teams and their games, but collegiate level. Now that we got these bowl games coming up where crowds are sold out. Look at the HBCU Celebration Bowl that just happened. That thing was sold out first time in history. And we're in the middle of a pandemic. And then you got Alabama and the boys about to come up. And one of the games, one of my correspondents that I talked to, the Duke and Tech game, that's a huge game basketball-wise. And imagine how close you're inside a building now. So that's it's recycled air coming right through everybody. I mean, it's a lot to think about, but I don't think we're going to cancel any games. But it might be limited fan capacity. It might go to 10% or however amount that you can have as a building.
I do agree that we'll probably, I foresee going back to limited capacity as far as fans and some really tight or rigorous testing that's happening. And, I was reading something that was talking about the advantage that Alabama has. I think 95% of their team is vaccinated. And so they're saying that's a potential advantage that Bama will have going into their bowl game. So
over with playing Cincinnati. It's Cincinnati. They're playing Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 99%, and they're keeping that other 1%, hush. But I don't want to go into the fact that Cincinnati's gonna win that.
Not win
game. But I'm gonna let Kanisha finish, No,
I'm just saying, the COVID, the vaccination component, it's not going to go away. This conversation is not going to go away. The testing protocols, I think we'll just be seeing things a little bit differently. Conversations about waivers, all of that, quite different. To TG's point, I think it'll be interesting in that college situation too, just because, what we were seeing just from who could come back after Thanksgiving on campus side and what was happening with COVID surges and things like that, will also impact teams and players. I think we just saw where, watching some of these different basketball teams, now their programs are being shut down. So I think, you've got to watch what's happening with those COVID surges, how they're containing things, what the exposure is, what that risk is. So that's something interesting. Just keep track of.
Yep.
Not to belabor the point. But.
Yes, because the Brooklyn Nets right now in the Eastern, they're 21-9. So I'm not even sure why Kyrie is trying to come back. Why they bringing him in part-time when they're at the top of the division. But, the Cavs is number 3 in the division as well. So I think that's why they're bringing him back, because they're a little scared that,
Can you tell me what that guy did with COVID-19? I mean, I know it started with C, but no. We're not going to go through this today. We're not going to go through this with the Cavs today. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Well, I just wanted to bring that point up because this is why they're trying to get him back. Well, this is why he's coming back part-time unvaccinated, because they're number 1 right now. And we're just 2 games behind them. And so there is a fear of the unknown that they will tumble down the hill like the Lakers, and the Cavs will rise up.
Cheryl, it is way too early. Did you hear how many games will be played?
Oh, gosh. So while we're on the NBA... You wanted to talk about the record? Yes.
Yes, I do want to talk about Steph Curry. Thank you.
Okay, we want to talk about how good Ray Allen looked. Sorry, lost it. All right.
Oh, Steph Curry. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah, it's time for us to maybe take a quote from hip-hop futuristic fellow Scorpio Drake. I've been Steph Curry with the shot, been cooking with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. And that's because last week, thank you. I speak jive. Steph Curry,
I didn't know you could rap.
Broke Hall of Famer Ray Allen's all-time record for most three-pointers in NBA history, with 2 3-pointers made against the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. His tying three-pointer came just a minute into the game. And then Ray Allen, who finished his career in 2014, held the previous record with 2,973 triples. Yes. And, responding, they asked Ray Allen, how did you feel about your record being broken? And he said, I knew I should have played another season. No, that's not what he said. He said, he did. Y'all thought he said that. I was so convincing. He said that he felt that Curry is on track to be considered a real GOAT. And if nothing else, he's in the league of his own. What do you think about that?
Wait a minute.
I knew Cheryl. Okay.
We only got a minute on this topic, Cheryl.
Okay. The GOAT of what? 3-point shooters? Not the GOAT of basketball, because y'all know who hold that title.
Cheryl,
say it with me.
He has been MVP of all-star games. He has won slam dunk contests. He has proven Steph Curry.
Wait, no, Kanisha. Don't think the fact that she stood there and said LeBron James is the GOAT. I'm disrespected, and I'm a part of the generation with LeBron. But that is disrespectful to not put MJ at the top. And you ain't got to put MJ. You can put Kareem.
We ain't talking about Michael
You can put so many other people up there. But LeBron, just because he's big as a linebacker from LSU doesn't mean
you don't even know Michael Jordan.
Time out.
He don't even know Michael Jordan. He wasn't even born when Michael Jordan was out. You don't even know what kind of tennis shoes Michael Jordan got.
But Michael went through an era where it was rough. LeBron gets touched on the ankle and it's a flagrant 2 foul in the game.
Kanisha,
we were talking about Steph Curry breaking a record. Cheryl, can I get you to focus?
Oh, sorry. But Kanisha, anyways.
Come back. We're talking about Steph Curry breaking a record. He broke it.
I give him that. That's the only thing he do is shoot 3-pointers. He don't do that.
Argue with this quote from Ray Allen. We're talking about breaking the record. He broke the record. What is your reaction?
He's soft.
Wow.
That's what she came up with. topic.
Are you
Oh
for
my
real?
God. Next topic. I can't.
Are you for real?
No,
Oh,
Kanisha,
man.
I'll make it better.
Okay.
Curry, this man, I mean, he changed the game for 3-point shooting. I mean, we got certain generational talent, and he's one of them.
What
And
did
I
Ray
mean, look at
Allen
how
do?
far he's in his
What
career.
did
He's
Ray
still got a
Allen
long
do?
ways to go.
He got
Without,
game. What are you talking
depending
about?
on
What
any
did Ray
injury.
Allen do?
What he did then?
He was the record holder.
What?
Yeah.
Trust Google just said, what's name just changed the whole game in 3 points. Shooting.
He changed the game because it's a difference now. You have these 3-point shooters. This is from the stop point. Ray Allen's I
Well,
call
what
him a swing
Reggie Miller
shooter.
did.
And in my
What Reggie
game,
Miller did.
and you have the ones
Ray
top of the
Allen?
key. Ray Allen's one of those guys. I mean, you anywhere you call it. He don't even got to be on the ground. You call it.
What Reggie Miller did.
I mean, that's how Curry's that sharpshooter. He's from any point. He can hit it as long as he's still. No, ain't no movement or swing shooting in him. He got to be still at one point, top of the key. But Ray Allen came through there. I mean, we saw what he did with the Heat. I'm just saying. I mean, we saw what that man did.
I saw what
But,
he did with
that's
the
all
little
I'm just
calves.
saying.
What?
She's talking about his calves. What is the next topic? I can't take it.
You know what? I don't even have a good segue to that, but we just need to talk about the NFL. So we're going to talk about the NFL where do we want to talk about our conference first and where the Browns are in comparison to the Steelers? You want to save that, Cheryl?
Let's do that last because I got a lot to say about that.
Well, the key word is last, but go
What?
ahead.
Yeah. What do you have? No, say it now. I'm the anchor. What do you have to say for yourself and the Browns?
Okay, so when we played last week, when it was Saturday or Sunday or Monday.
Let me set the stage. I'm sorry. Let me set the stage. We're talking.
Just taking a lunch break.
well, TG has a snack break here. We've got the Bengals. We've got the Ravens. Then the Steelers. And then bringing up the rear, the Browns. And I just want to point out that how that happened, Cheryl. Is that what you were going to get into? We don't have a lot of time. We have other divisions to talk about.
Okay, I was just going to say two
There's
things.
8 of them. I wrote them down.
It was just going to be 2 things for me. Might be 2.5. One, we had 21 players out for COVID. So that was the reason I had to come to LA because I had to, come talk business about what's going on in the Browns. And then
the Browns are in Ohio, though, and you're in California.
Yeah, I had to scare them like I was going to get some panic. Okay, that was the half. The second thing is that was the one that I went 1.5. Now I'm at number 2. Yeah, 1.5, 2.5. Yeah, okay. So the other thing is we got the toughest division to be in. We're the only division that got all 4 of our teams that's at a 500. Nobody else is there yet. So, Kanisha, we on the same team, baby. Come on, give me some, girl. Oh,
no.
Wait. Oh, y'all on the same team now? Okay.
We're not on the same team.
That was a good way to spin it, though.
We're not on the same team.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, we spent enough time on that. Just know the Browns are last, and that's where they're going to stay. Okay.
That was the AFC North.
That was AFC North. Let's talk about the I want to talk about what I feel right now probably one of the worst conferences. Like everybody's like, who could that be?
I got them right.
I feel like the AFC East is no good. Like I want to throw this whole conference away. You got the Patriots.
Yeah.
They're 9-5. You got the Bills. You got the Dolphins. You got the Jets. It's like it's just very boring to me.
Super boring.
Does anybody else? Are there disagreements?
I mean,
they're
I will
boring.
say this:
They're boring.
I'm excited to see what the Patriots do now that they got a new talent with Mac Jones.
I
mean, ain't no Tom Brady, but I mean, they are number. I mean, we gotta give them what they do. They are 9-5 right now, and nobody else in the AFC seems like they want to win. Or I mean, Get them the consolation prize of going to the Super Bowl. Because I mean, right now everybody else look horrible. Except for
They
Well,
are
the
not
Titans,
going to
the
the Super
Titans
Bowl.
is 9-5 in the AFC East. The Titans,
They
They don't
The
have
Titans
nobody
lost
but
to the
Ryan
Steelers.
Tannehill and Adrian Peterson. No, he's not even there no more.
Oh, because they lost to the Steelers now. Okay, Kenesha. Claus.
Well, and then we've got the Chiefs at the top of the AFC West who
Yes.
came out stinking. They have made they've gone back to the Chiefs of yore. They're 10-4.
It's ungood. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the Chiefs,
Yeah, they
the
playing
Chargers,
the Steelers this week too.
the Raiders, and the Broncos.
Yeah.
And the Broncos started out with such promise, and then
Down.
Hey, talk about the Broncos. The nasty hit that Teddy Bridgewater took last week was
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
was horrifying, and
head injury. Yeah, like
it shocked me.
Did anything? Are they saying was it legal? Any fines or what?
that I don't know.
Look how he just bought that in and he dropped the mic. But it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. He'll come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did not like seeing that. Oh, great. We get to go to the NFC now.
Well, we didn't talk about the AFC South, and I want to talk about that real quick because
The Titans, okay.
there was breaking news of one of Cheryl's favorite, coaching legends, and what happened there. But the AFC South, you got the Titans, the Colts, the Texans, and then the Jaguars.
Which comes in second place for being the most boring, but go ahead.
Yeah. What's more exciting is probably maybe some of the personnel changes, like that head coach change with the Jaguars. Cheryl, you want to talk about your boy?
No.
No.
I don't really know him like that though. That one I don't really know.
Sorry.
Okay, then let's go ahead to the NFCs here. Okay, we got TG's favorite team, the Cowboys, in the NFC East. 10-4 though.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, how did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here, especially not the Cowboys. The Cowboys.
Especially not in the NFC East.
Well, let me tell you the reason why.
Yeah, to tell us.
My fellow Cowboy fans out there in the world, if you ever watch this, y'all are disrespectful. And I really don't like your team. But I will give you props where it is. Y'all winning, but you got one of the weakest schedules in the league. I'm just saying.
I knew you were going
to
say
You get to the first game in the NFC, and you're gonna go play maybe a Rams, maybe Tampa Bay when they get back healthy after they get all their players back.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be ugly. And then you're gonna be right back talking about our season is now next season and Super Bowl champions. It's the same old cycle. Nothing's new on the sun. Jerry Jones is mad. He calls out the coaching staff. Mike McCarthy gets fired. Dak Prescott's in the hot seat. I mean, everybody upset. Blood pressure high. But you can get your Christmas presents ready and unwrap all that Dallas cowgirl stuff that you got. But one thing you gotta know is, if Green Bay win this 3 games out, starting with
hold on.
That's going to be all she wrote because it's going through Lambeau.
Y'all ain't winning on this weekend.
Okay,
So
we're gonna talk about the NFC West. You've got now. This is an interesting conference. We talked about who bores us, but you got the Cardinals, the Rams, then the Niners and the Seahawks, and like this. I thought the Seahawks would have given me more. And again, they're at the bottom.
It's time to let Russell go.
Russell wants out.
Russell's ready to go. He's feeling like Aaron Rodgers with the
Yeah, the Cardinals, and unfortunately, the Cardinals are getting a bad rap. Like, are they, phonies? Because a couple weeks ago they didn't secure the bye and the home field advantage, and then they didn't just lose to the Lions. They got whooped by the Lions.
Well, they lost to the Lions, and in that game, they lost one of their best receivers, Hopkins, and he's going to be out for at least the regular season. And if you even be able to come back that one playoff game, if you even get that far, I mean, it looks horrible right now for them. And they shouldn't even be. I mean, they have the talent. Green, they have Kirk, they have a decent squad. Ertz from the Eagles, they got weapons. One guy shouldn't make the team beat themselves, but I mean, every dog has his day, and Detroit had it.
Now, I feel obligated because our producer put this in here and she's controlling the switches. The Bears want Russell, but I feel like, the Bears want Uncle Rico. The Bears want whoever,
Uncle Rico.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
The Bears need to tear down the stadium and rebuild. That's what they
Wait a
need to do.
minute,
That's the
wait a
only thing that
minute.
needs to
They
happen.
got that little hot rookie down there in Chicago. What?
Oh, you talking about Fields? That almost got his head knocked off last night.
Yeah, he needs
God,
some
they trying
milk.
to put him under the field. Jeez.
Oh, okay,
Look.
they got that little rookie down there. Okay.
No, they keep laying him out like some church clothes. That's just not going to work.
It did kind of stink that his lineman got that penalty, but he did jump up to his defense. But you're running, you're gonna get popped out of bounds. Yeah, it's been tough over there for Fields, I swear.
Okay, we're still talking here. I'm gonna save this one. We're gonna go to the NFC South.
Okay.
Just because I want to make TG wait, because
Right.
So you got the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Falcons, and then the Panthers. They just bore me. And the Buccaneers, you think, okay, Super Bowl champions, you would think they would just be like killing them.
Oh man, Sunday night was so painful. I mean, nothing like 9-0. Like
Goosey.
Yeah.
Boring.
Is Antonio Brown back yet?
No, I think
no.
He's actually he was under suspension, then he went to an injury, then back to suspension, under injury. I don't know where he's at right now. I think he's either injured or suspended, and I think he's gone for
problematic. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Problematic. Let's just
Well, take that. Gronk is back, but then they lost Chris Godwin. Mike Evans went down. All you got is Gronk. I mean, as me and my grandfather would say, they are NFL players. They should be able to catch. They couldn't even do that last night. I'm like, you have Brady out there, and they talk about him not having no weapons and he can make a team. Why he didn't make them boys catch that ball the other night? I'm just saying.
I would say can't catch a cold, but they are catching COVID. So
that's the only thing they were catching on
good
Sunday.
at that.
Sunday was so low budget, low rent. I mean, football Sunday was good.
No, I started watching like little Christmas movie marathon stuff. Yeah. All the bad movies. And Vivica Fox is in like 82% of them for some reason.
and that's saying a lot.
Right. Anyway, sorry, no offense to Vivica, I love you. Okay. Anyway, so the NFC North.
El Norte.
You got at the top of the pack the Packers. Aaron, Mickey Ficky Rogers. And here comes that cheese. You got the Packers, then the Vikings just, hanging in there.
Yet holding on, yeah.
Holding on, but the numbers aren't that awesome. Like, you got the Bears, like the Bears being third, being 4-10. Where they do that?
That's good for them. That's real good. They was what 2-1, 2-12 last year.
That's the average for them the last 4 seasons. I mean, I'm just saying.
It's ungood. And then you got the Lions, 2-11. Like, just go merge with another team. Yes.
Do you think the Lions or the Jags have the worst season in the NFL? I'm trying to bet on it in FanDuel, and I can't make my mind up because
the Jags because they lost their head coach because he's over there like jacking people up, manhandling people, cussing them out,
lap dances,
being ignorant.
But wasn't the Lions, didn't they tie with the Steelers? Is that the team that?
They did, but the Steelers are still ahead of the Browns in their division. So
asking a question.
I'm just answering the question.
You ain't got to get beside yourself, Kenesha. I
oh my God, where's TG's take? I can't take it.
TG, you got it. What you have to say?
Hey, I'm going to say this. Green Bay's at the top of our division. We're going to go and stay on the top after we beat the Cleveland Churros on Christmas Day. My gift to you, Cheryl. Merry Christmas. Never said never did anything. And anyways, I mean, we got
Stay
two other
home.
games, the Lions and the Vikings, I think, and we're not worried about them. They're in our division and it's small dogs. I'm just saying, number one it is Green Bay.
Well, when you look at the rankings, they are the only team that has the distinction of already saying clinched division. Did you know that? So yeah, they've already been marked as like, okay, it's a done deal for them. So if we do that quickly, what's your Super Bowl take? What's your prediction, TG?
Oh,
Who's it
well,
gonna be?
you
Who's
see
it
this
gonna be?
good old title town baby.
What year is that from?
A long time ago, but it beat your Pittsburgh Steelers.
What year is it from?
Let's not worry about that. 2011. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, on one side it says Green Bay won. So that means I think my prediction is going to be the Packers are there, and I'm thinking the Chiefs. The Chiefs was like woken up, like them or the Patriots. But the Patriots still young and dumb.
Nah.
But right now, Chiefs and Packers, we're gonna have a remake of championship. I think it was number one. I think maybe when the Chiefs and Packers went up, and I think the Rose Bowl stadium they used to be. So I think we get a repeat of that, and that'd be a good matchup.
Cheryl, we'll go ahead and let you just be delusional. What's your prediction? We'll take you second so we can people can make some real predictions then and close it out. So Cheryl, what's your prediction?
Well, I'm close to Vegas, so I'm gonna put a little money on this, right? I'm gonna go ahead on and go with the Rams.
Oh,
I'm gonna go on and have them to play the Browns. Yeah.
Oh,
she was gonna say the Browns. Are you serious?
Just cancel that out.
Play them win.
I kind of would with the Dolphins, but they just don't do nothing for me. They sitting at they had like what 500. No, they don't do nothing for me. So
wait, sure, we're not talking about consolation Super Bowl. We're talking about the Super Bowl,
the real one.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Browns. Everybody, we all coming back. We coming back. It's gonna be the Rams and the Browns.
All right, and the Jaguars will be there too.
That's the same thing Omicron said. All right, who's next? We're all coming back.
What you got, Hatchmas? What you got?
Come on.
Kenesha Claus. Honestly, I don't think that the Cardinals have enough in them. The Packers and the Bucks with that experience. I think it could be Rodgers, but that Brady is he's good. So I'm going to say the Packers or the Bucks out of the NFC, and for the AFC, these Patriots. I don't know these Patriots. Chiefs might show back up again.
Browns.
I'm thinking Packers, and then I'm thinking Steelers. We gonna come back. We gonna get it.
Wait, why she didn't get all that hoopla?
Well, I'm about to say something, Cheryl. Hold on.
Mike is getting ready to cut
Hey,
off.
Cheryl, fix your flag.
It's
fix your flag while I go correct her.
It's been 10 years.
No. Don't you ever think the Pittsburgh Steelers are ever. I mean, y'all can. I mean, all you got to win to Pittsburgh. That's the only thing y'all getting. I mean, who y'all gonna play? I mean, y'all sure ain't gonna beat nobody.
Gotta get past
Big
the
Ben
Browns.
can't even. I don't even know what Big Ben.
You know what?
can
You're
do.
right. I just wanted to say the Steelers one more time.
I mean,
but,
y'all said it right. Green Bay and Green Bay win. It's the last dance. Aaron Rodgers leads Green Bay. It's all made up. They got this thing wrote up the way they want it.
I do think it's going to be Green Bay, and then I don't even know. It'll be hopefully beautiful weather in Inglewood, California, in February, and
as long as ain't the Cowboys winning, we're all good. I think we all can agree. As long as Dallas
I don't see them making it. You might have the Packers, Bucks, maybe the Ravens might stagger their way in there. I don't know.
Because if they win, if they go to the Super Bowl, they will have Troy Aikman and Tony Romo in the booth. Like it's gonna be destined to have them two speaking at the game. That's gonna be horrible.
Excuse me, right. I feel physically ill.
Right.
So yeah, we'll never hear the end of that.
So Kenesha Claus, you backed off the Steelers, right?
I did. I had a moment. I need to hydrate. So that was. I'm gonna drink my water with my little raspberries in it, and yeah. Okay. Oh, so we do have to talk about the Ravens have a coach, an interesting coach of distinction, a woman.
Yes.
Um,
Washington.
oh no, I'm sorry. Why did I say the Ravens? Washington. Go ahead, Tracy. You want to talk about that?
Nope.
That's your because it doesn't make a difference,
It
or
doesn't.
They, they be
We actually
smoking
sat
weed and they be smoking weed in Washington anyway, so it don't make a difference. It's
it's
legal now.
legal.
we did acknowledge Coach Jennifer, but I think the bigger deal was that she um, stepped up on Sunday. I think because of some COVID stuff.
Hmm.
So she definitely got a not Sunday, excuse me, Tuesday, football Tuesday night in America. But it was good. It was nice. They did a quick, said a few words about her being there, being the coach. But they did say, in true coach form, she shifted the attention from her and said that her players were ready, and it did appear to be that way. But yeah, the
There were actually two coaches. So you had Jennifer King and then
Mm.
the Browns, Callie Brownson. They both made NFL history during Week 15. Both of them were running backs coaches.
oh, okay.
And they served as running back coaches for their respective teams as both franchises faced COVID-19, and that sidelined more than 50 players and coaches combined. So it
Right.
was the first time that two women were position coaches, first time in league history. And that was historic. We need to mark that. And King is also, let me put my factual glasses on here. King is also the first Black woman position coach in NFL history.
Yes.
So how about that?
Thank you,
How
Kanisha,
about
for
that?
acknowledging for shouting out, the Browns and all of our accomplishments and the great things that we're
You know,
doing.
I just read the information and it happened to
And
come
it,
up.
and it wasn't all. It wasn't all. It was just the one.
This is not homage. This is
Right. And it was
don't
about
get
the lady. It wasn't about the team. See how you made me be the anger translator?
But speaking of team, I just want to wish the team on this screen, a blessed and wonderful holiday season. Um, Victory, except for the Browns. And we're going to be off next week. We'll
Aww.
we'll be back in the new year. Maybe we'll have like an emergency meeting of some sort if we need to.
Yeah.
We can have some like self-filming and posting or something of that nature.
No
But
eggnog. Okay. Watch it, people.
but in the midst of all this, one of the greatest gifts I think is friendship, camaraderie. Spell that, Cheryl.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Mm-mm. Not today, baby. Not today.
No, but just it has been a real joy, especially in this COVID environment, to be able to come together and talk about some of the things that we really enjoy and love, which are these sports. And so I don't know if anyone else has parting holiday greetings, but I just wanted to acknowledge how much I've enjoyed this time this year and have been grateful for that and grateful for this podcast. And does anybody else have anything they want to share?
Yeah, say cheese. I'm taking our holiday photo. This will go out to all of our fans and listeners, okay? Great job. God.
That's the Christmas card. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I had
Hey,
one
hey,
thing
you
to
let me
say.
get my cheese head on. That's just disrespectful.
Oh, you gotta retake it,
It's here.
Tracy.
It's not
Hold
cold,
on,
baby.
hold on. Let me get my cheese
Look
head.
at this
Hold
here.
on.
It
The
ain't
streaming,
cold.
the free streaming ends in 45 minutes. We got
Oh, hey, hold on. Hey, you gotta
Okay, he
take
wants the
you.
picture instead of parting words. Cheryl has something profound to say.
She does not. Wait, we're taking another picture already.
Oh.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know if my eyes were open, but close enough.
We are live. Cheryl,
Oh.
what do you have to
Oh,
say?
yes. So,
Oh, sorry, guys.
I just wanted to say the same thing Kanisha said, the exact same thing, even when she said the part about the Browns and having a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you all, and I just appreciate being able to, come through this year, just seeing y'all faces every week or every other week, because of something may come about. But I just appreciate y'all standing behind me and my Browns. So y'all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Peace.
Stay safe, stay healthy. On behalf of Another Sports View, we love you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.